Season's greetings, Internet, and welcome to the next of the 12 vids of Oxmas. Yes, for today's particular video, as evidenced by the title over here beneath our fiber optic Christmas tree, you could call it your little present beneath the tree, we are going to be taking a look at another breakfast offering for the 2022 holiday season. This time, it's a limited edition flavor of Pop Tarts. Yes. And it's for a flavor of cookie that is actually kind of near and dear to my heart, even if the cookies themselves can be a little rough on my teeth. So, without too much delay, let's go ahead and just kind of jump right into taking a look at the box itself, because there are a couple of different things that I really, truly appreciate about this box. So, for starters, it's the gingerbread flavored Pop Tarts. And with these things, apparently they're not 3D printed, they are graphically printed on the front with different little things. Like we've got the little gingerbread man in a hot tub over here. We got a penguin coming out the front door. I wonder if that's Gunther just poking out saying "Rant" for the holiday season. Then of course on the side here we've got like Santa Claus stuck in a chimney, all kinds of fun stuff. As I stated previously, I'm a fairly big fan of gingerbread, only I prefer to have like the more soft-baked kind of chewy cookies as opposed to those like ginger snap kind of ones that make you think you're going to snap a tooth because they're just a little too crunchy. It's a personal gripe of mine, but you know, it's just the way I've always felt about gingerbread cookies. They're either too hard, or they're just right, or they're not done. Alright, so as you can see, we've got the gingerbread house on the front of this, made using gingerbread flavored Pop Tarts. And along the top we've got some Fruit Loops, it looks like, for like decoration. And of course we've got a little pathway down here in the front. Allow me to adjust my lighting so y'all can see this a little better. We've got a nice little walkway here made out of Pop Tarts Bites. Get the lighting on it there, right down here. Interesting ideas that one can use when they create their own Pop Tarts gingerbread house, which is something that it recommends that you do. Create a house with your favorite flavors and up to 9 designs inside. And according to the side of the box, you could use like wild berry Pop Tarts, you could use like the one of the sundae ones. You can use any kind of Pop Tart if you'd like. But they recommend apparently that you start off with the gingerbread ones, because, you know, making a gingerbread house out of not gingerbread flavored Pop Tarts wouldn't be right. The more I'm talking, the more silly I'm finding that this sounds, but I'm still down with it. Okay, so as I was saying initially, I like the presentation on the front. It's got like the usual Pop Tarts blue with, you know, the big Pop Tarts logo over here. And then of course they have the activity shown on the front of the box, which with most cereals, they don't put it on the front of the box, they put that stuff on the back. But here, it's advertised on both sides of the box, and the directions are back here. Let's see, and on this side of the box, it's got your standard eating Pop-Tarts. One way isn't picky, but it's pretty cocky. Okay. You can eat these fully baked. Sorry, I'm reading this wrong. These are fully baked and ready to eat, or heat, or freeze, or stack. Are y'all out there stacking your Pop-Tarts? I almost dropped the box. Are y'all out there stacking your Pop-Tarts? Why would you stack your Pop-Tarts? Unless it's just like 2 on top of each other to keep the second one nice and warm while you've got something else going, like you're eating your cereal or something. If you're stacking these things like Jenga pieces, why? Down in the comments below, just tell me, do you stack your Pop-Tarts, yay or nay? Personally, I don't. I eat them. Trying really hard not to go into the Oktoberfest, because yeah, I do that so much during the Oktoberfest season, which wasn't that long ago. It's just kind of become second nature. There we go. More of a natural kind of giggle. Alright, so on the side of the box, it touts the fact that it is a good source of 3 B vitamins. Or is it 3 B vitamins? vitamin B3? I don't know. So the nutrition facts, which are the next thing we're going to get into before we actually get into the box itself, and actually before we get, okay, we're going to do the nutrition facts, then we're going to do the back of the box, then we're going to get inside. So just bear with me. There are 8 servings per container, and your serving size is 1 pack of these or 2 pastries. In other words, 2 Pop-Tarts. The amount of calories per your 2 pastry 96 gram serving is 370, which is more than a bowl of cereal with milk. Alright, so anything else on here? La-di-da-di-da, yeah, distributed by Kellogg's Sales Company, Battle Creek, Michigan. Okay, yeah, oh, and on the side here, as I was saying initially, it's got the 3 different ways you can eat these. You can have them raw, fresh out of the pack. You can have them heated via the toaster or the microwave. As I pointed out in another video, I'm pretty sure I'm fairly certain I uploaded that video. It should be right up here, the Eggo waffle one for my editing self, so he knows what I'm talking about. But you can put these in the toaster, pop, pop. You can put these in the microwave, pop, pop. And you can also freeze them, pop, pop. Now, let's see. Yeah, I already talked about that side. Yeah, so moving on to the back of the box, where all the fun stuff is. Let's see here. You can create your own gingerbread Pop-Tart house. Build walls and a roof with any Pop-Tarts. Go to kellogg'sfamilyrewards.com for templates. You can use frosting as glue, as you would normally do with a gingerbread house. You can add the printed Pop-Tarts, which is apparently what they have here, which I'm hoping this actually has some of the printed Pop-Tarts in it. If they're all just plain ones and you actually have to do something weird to get the printed ones, I'm going to feel a little cheated. You can deck it out with candy and Kellogg's cereal. Of course, they have to use their own brand of cereal because, it's a Kellogg's product. Upload your Pop-Tarts house to Twitter or Instagram with hashtag Gingerbread Pop-Tarts entry to enter for a chance to win. So there's apparently also a contest on the back of this thing. If anything, I would probably go with Instagram more than Twitter, but, that's just my personal thing. I hardly ever use either platform, but I'm more active on Instagram than I am on Twitter. By the way, if you weren't aware, there is an Oxleymations Instagram account. I almost said Twitter, but there is an Oxleymations Instagram account. I'll go ahead and leave a link to that down in the comments below, just in case you want to pop by and check it out. Currently, it just has a bunch of pictures of, Ninja Turtles stuff, and a couple pictures of the ventriloquist puppets, but Anyway, feel free to pop on over and take a look. Let me know what you think. So now that we've gone over the outside of the box, we've gone over those nutrition facts, we've gone over the directions on the side for the different ways to try these, and the directions on the back of the box for how to create your own gingerbread Pop-Tart house. Let's go ahead and pop open the box so we can actually eat this stuff. Oh, and for those of you who are not aware, I believe it was either last Oxmas or the Oxmas before. Right up here, I believe you will see that I went ahead and I did a little bit of a Christmas-themed Olympics kind of thing. And one of the things we did, I believe, is we made gingerbread houses. The little gingerbread house kits. Feel free to go and take a look over here at that. If I can find the video. It'll be linked up there. Now then. Whew. I think my mind's playing tricks on me. For just a split second, even though each and every single one of these is completely sealed inside these foil packages, I caught whiff of gingerbread. But now all I'm smelling is cardboard as I'm shoving my face into the box. Regardless, we're going to grab ourselves a pouch, and we're going to set the box that it came out of on the floor over here. Alright, so as you see, we've got the standard foil Pop-Tarts wrapper. Let's see, what does it say on it? Because as a lot of you know, they put these weird little speech bubbles and stuff like the Pop Tarts are talking to themselves on these. Let's see. This space-age looking pouch holds the most delicious toaster pastries in the universe. It's what's inside that counts. Fire up toaster in 3, 2, 1. And then there's another one down here at the bottom that's kind of cut off. Let's see. Are you asking why do they come in this foil pouch? We're saying something something. Alright, enough beating around the bush. Let's open up the packet and get a whiff of these gingerbread Pop Tarts. Foil has been opened. Let y'all get the first whiff. See, it's a joke because, you know, they don't have smell-o-vision yet. Ooh. Ooh, that is a nice little gingerbread smell. It's not like the kind of gingerbread where it's like you take a whiff and it almost sets your sinuses on fire because there's a bit too much ginger in it. But this is that nice, just gentle waft of gingerbread. And from what I can tell, these do actually have screen printing on them. So let's go ahead and see. I'm holding the pouch right side up. Is the bag, here's the Pop-Tart right side up. It's upside down, and it's cracked. But right there we have a mailbox loaded up with presents and mail. Right, so we're going to go ahead and put that on our little fancy plate right here. Then I'm going to go ahead and get the second Pop-Tart out of the wrapper because I want to see what's on that one. And I also want to see if this one's right way around or upside down. Let's see. And it is also upside down, but it's the Hot Tubbin' Gingerbread Man. And that's also another thing that I find is just a little bit disappointing. I had this same gripe with a Fruit Loops Pop-Tart that I think I reviewed it, but I haven't uploaded the video yet, or I have uploaded the video, and if I have, it should be right up here in this corner, is the fact that, well, here, let me show you something. Look at the front of the box. Okay, see the Pop-Tart with the gingerbread man in the hot tub, right there? Compare that to the actual real thing. See, it's kind of faded and, you know, a little washed out, not just because of my lighting. Looks so much better over here on the box, doesn't it? But, whatever. I am going to not be too mad about that. Yeah, those were words. Alright, so, without any more of my blab, I'm going to stick this in my mouth, and I'll let you know what I think about it. Although, before I do that, I'm doing that thing again. I noticed that the actual Pop-Tart itself is a bit of a darker shade. It almost looks like a graham cracker, doesn't it? Whereas a normal Pop-Tart would be like a more of a pale white color. More doughy looking, I suppose you'd call it. So, to your health, everyone. That's a good Pop-Tart. I can't tell if that's supposed to be like cream cheese icing in the middle. Let me get another bite. I can't quite tell if that's supposed to be like cream cheese icing. This does read as gingerbread, but it also reads as it's got hints of, you know, those cinnamon rolls? Like the ones you bake in the oven and you put the gooey icing on top, and it's so nice for Pillsbury. Taste-wise, it reads kind of like one of those. There's that frosting. I'm going to put that down so I can talk to you without just continually shoving this stuff in my mouth. A little glass of milk to wash it down. It's good stuff. Okay. So now pulling this back up in frame and folding down the flaps so you can actually see my face. Forgot you gotta pop out this one tab so you can fold the other tab, like this. There. Okay. So when it comes to the limited edition gingerbread flavored Pop Tarts, if you like gingerbread, I highly recommend these. If you're not a huge fan of gingerbread, but you like those cinnamon swirl kind of roll things, those cinnamon rolls, I also kind of recommend these. But be forewarned though, these do have that little bit of a bite from the ginger, so keep that in mind. But yeah, if you can find yourself a box of these, feel free to grab a box. Share it with yourself or share it with your friends. And also, I think I am, either am or I'm not, I might actually make a little gingerbread house out of these and put it on Instagram under the, you know, the whole, what was it, the gingerbread Pop Tarts entry thing. See what happens. I doubt I would get anything out of it, but it would be kind of cool to, you know, just have that up on there and potentially, you know, win whatever the reward is. As a matter of fact, let me take a look. Does this say... Oh, here we go. Pop-Tarts Drury Lane Contest. Let's see. The abbreviated rules. No purchase necessary. You must have internet access and an account on Twitter or Instagram to enter via social media. Obtaining an account on a designated social media platform and enter blah blah blah, open blah blah blah, open to legal residents of the 50 states in the District of Columbia who are 13 years of age or older at the time of entry, blah blah blah, begins July 25th. What? This contest began on July 25th of this year, and it'll end on December 16th of this year. Okay, for details on how to enter, la-di-da-di-da, free mail-in entry and or complete official rules, go to poptarts.com/contest, la-di-da-di-da. Okay, so it's interesting to know what the actual name of the contest is. The Kellogg's Pop Tarts Drury Lane Contest. And that's D-R-U-R-Y-L-A-N-E. Which makes sense. Because of, oh, how did that rhyme go? Do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man? Oh, yes, I know the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane. Or if you want to get kind of awkward and do a Shrek reference, tell me. Okay, I'll tell you. Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man! Yes, I know the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane. Say what you want about Shrek, but it's got some good jokes in it. Alright, but anyway, like I was saying, I do recommend these, and if you feel like getting a box and entering that contest and making yourself a little gingerbread house out of Pop-Tarts, it's your prerogative. Do what you want to do. As for me, that'll conclude this particular episode, so thank you all so very much for watching. I do truly and greatly appreciate it. If you feel like, if you like these videos, feel free to share them with your friends, and if you're not sure if they'll like them, share it anyway. You could be surprised. And with all of that out of the way, this is your old pal Oxleymations, and our little channel pet Harry Fury over here, saying have a holly jolly day, and we'll see you next time. Later. Hello, not hello, season's greeting. Oh, this dingle ball is driving me nuts. Okay.